It wasn't supposed to go down like this. We expected some resistance, of course, and we came ready for a fight. But no one was prepared for how deeply the fanaticism ran. That small, explosive voice that's spreading across the galaxy had reached Raltir a long time ago, whispering words of anarchy and chaos. And by the time we arrived here, those whispers had become a roar. That voice wants to shake the Empire's foundation, to crumble the order built from the ashes of the Clone Wars. But that won't happen. No matter how many small strikes they make, no matter how many planets they infect, no matter how hard they try, the Rebel Alliance will never topple the Empire.
Thermal detonation!
On your feet. You're my prisoners now.
You checked the relay contacts?
Checked and cleaned, Commander. The fuel cells are charged. The coupling seals are tight. I've gone over every millimeter of this machine twice. There's no reason why it won't kick over.
Check it again. We promised these people we'd have their power on by the end of the day, and we're sticking to that. We can't ask them to trust us if we don't give them a reason to. Otherwise, everything we've done here will be for nothing.
Sir, we've lost contact with the supply convoy from the farms in Edom. We suspect they were hit by the rebels.
Blast! Send 2 squads to investigate.
Yes, sir.
Keep looking here. You'll find the problem. Sometimes it's right in front of your face and you never know it.
Commander Akobi, there's something else. I overheard one of the officers talking about the rebel suicide runs on the other side of the city. They're targeting infrastructure and non-combatants now. I'm not sure. Do you think we should...
I'll assign another security detail to watch over your progress here. Don't worry about the rebels. We have the problem well in hand.
You no longer have authority to be here. We've declared Raltir a sovereign system. We have the right to rule ourselves however we see fit. We swore no allegiance to Palpatine, and it's our right to defend ourselves. Our representative in the Senate sold us out. When the Alliance brings the Empire down, she'll get what's coming to her. So will you. When word of what happened at Edom gets out, the neighboring systems will be rallying to support us. It's only a matter of time before the people wake up, before they raise arms against the Empire's oppression. You can't deny it, can you? You know it's true!
The Empire maintains order in the galaxy and hold all of the systems together. It protects them from Black Sun and every other faction stirring the pot, including the Rebellion. Without the Empire, the galaxy would be a chaotic free-for-all.
Good work, TK-622.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell me where I can find Commander Akobi?
He's over at the Operations Center.
2 years ago, I saved Akobi's life on Malastare. Ever since then, he's made sure that I've stayed by his side, under his command.
Sir, come take a look at this. Our terrain maps. They've changed again.
It's the rebels. Find the source of the problem. I don't want another miscalculation like what happened at Edom.
In that time, we've honed our combat partnership, each complementing the other's skills on the battlefield.
Sabotage. They're getting more resourceful. Maybe this city isn't as secure as we think it is. We should go check on those power generators.
Each trusting the other with his own life.
What happened to you anyway? You look like you ended up on the wrong end of a Ronto stampede.
Ran into some trouble on the south perimeter. A rebel cell heading into the city. They got the drop on us, wiped out my entire squad. He has all the qualities of a great officer. Noble, strong, loyal. Sir, we were sent here to help these people shake the Alliance's control. And they thank us by pointing guns at our backs and hiding detonators under our beds?
Not everyone thinks we're here to help. To some, we're occupiers, not liberators. I grew up here, remember? I watched the political landscape change. Rebel sentiment runs deep. It'll take years to wash it away. You're a good soldier, 622. Always on your guard whether the situation warrants it or not.
That's what I was created for. I like to think that I live up to my station.
And then some, but we won't have to worry about Raltier for too much longer. The entire division is being rotated out tomorrow, reassigned to the new Imperial battle station.
Reassigned? We haven't completed our mission here yet.
Blast.
I don't know if this mission can be completed. I wanted to save my homeworld, but my judgment's become clouded, and I don't want that to put anyone else in jeopardy, especially after what happened the other night. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find plenty of action aboard the new station.
Wait, do you hear that? Get down, now! The rebels, sir?
Impossible. It was an accident. Had to be.
TK-622, or, Sergeant.
You may speak freely. TK-717.
So, Raltier, was it as bad as they say?
Worse. I'm not sure if it can be saved.
What are the rebels trying to accomplish?
They want control of the galaxy, and they'll take out anyone or anything that stands in their way. They were even using women and children to...
TK-622. Come take a look at this. That's the new space station. Impressive, isn't it?
Commander Akobi, you'll be stationed in one of Section N12's command sprawls along the northern polar trench. TK-622, you'll report to South 7.
Actually, he stays with me. I've made special arrangements. TK-622, can you take care of all file and equipment transfers?
Done.
I heard this station is hyperdrive ready. Can you imagine this thing making a jump to light speed?
As the commander said, impress... Wait, what's that protocol droid doing down here? Look out!
Blast. It's an RA-7. We've had nothing but problems with them, and now they've cost us some lives. Take it up to maintenance. Have its programming read. Maybe you'll find something we can use to build a case for scrapping these things.
I tell you, these droids are junk. They were made cheap to begin with, given out as gifts to all the high-ranking Imperial bureaucrats. Somehow, almost the entire production run ended up on this station. What did this one do? Lock you in the refresher?
It tried to kill some officers on C deck.
That's a new one. So who'd this droid try to fry anyway? I hope it wasn't Tarkin, though if it were, I'd be impressed with its...
It was Commander Akobi. Is it possible this droid's programming was altered?
Not likely. These things have fused processors. It's one of the reasons they're so dumb. They can't be upgraded and they can't think outside of their directives. Kinda like clones. No offense.
Is there any way to slow this feed down? I can hardly read it.
Nope, this is it. Another design flaw. Akobi just transferred from Raltier, right? I've heard stories about that guy. Nasty things. Like he torched a bunch of women and children.
Whatever you heard is a lie. Wait, go back. I saw something. Who has access to these droids' programming?
Why? What did you see?
I'm not sure. It was only there for a split second. But it looked like an order to assassinate my commander.
Don't be ridiculous, 622. Those droids are junk heaps. They can barely...
The fact that it was a piece of junk is what saved your life.
Your quick thinking is what saved my life. Just like it has before.
It's my reflexes that are quick, sir. Not my thinking. My conditioning. Permission to speak freely, sir. Somebody was behind the attack in the hangar. But every time I try to put the pieces together, I lose focus. It's frustrating.
You're pushing yourself too hard, 622. You're a good soldier, but you have to slow down. Raltier was hard on all of us, and it's going to take time to get over it.
What if what happened down there has followed us up here? If the rebels have somehow infiltrated?
Listen, there's no way any rebel is getting aboard this station. The security here is too tight. Relax. It's my job to worry about the rebels now, not yours. You just follow your mandate and you'll be fine.
My mandate, sir, is to protect you.
Right now, your mandate is to get me to that medal ceremony on time. I'd refuse this commendation if I could. It's just Tarkin's way of putting a positive spin on a diplomatic disaster, just like he always does.
Disaster, sir? You destroyed a rebel's weapons depot.
So it seems. But hundreds of innocent people died. And we're celebrating?
But they weren't all innocent. They were supplying arms to the Alliance, and why won't this door open? This is TK-622. Open the blast door in North 12, Sector A79.
622.
TK-622, get down!
Unlike my own, Akobi's wounds are terminal. He's not expected to last through the night. There is a saboteur on board. That much is clear. But without proof, I'm on my own. And without Akobi's direction, all I can do is retrace the steps. Keep asking questions, avoid distractions, and hope that leads me somewhere.
Based on the serial info, I'd say this thing came from near the equatorial trench. Wouldn't hurt to take a look down there.
It took half a day to get down there. It was difficult to stay focused. Every officer I encountered potentially threatened my course. Even the slightest order might alter my direction or throw me off track, which made the timing for a rebel invasion all the worse. No telling how many came aboard, or whom or what they left behind.
Fused processors? Who told you that? RA7s are a cinch to rewire. That's why they're so dumb.
I'm going in circles, ending up where I began. Where does the trail lead? If Akobi dies, that trail grows cold, and not only will I lose any hope of finding who's behind this, but I'll also lose my only friend.
My sins have finally caught up to me. 622.
You're straining yourself, sir. Try to rest.
Rest isn't going to help me now. We both know that. Everything's so clear. What if what we're doing isn't in the galaxy's best interest? What if the Alliance is right?
I can't accept that. We're holding the galaxy together.
Of course, you can't accept it. That's your conditioning. But that night on Raltier, it wasn't an ammo dump we hit in Edom. It was a med center. The rebels were disrupting our communications, and I should have known better than to go in blind. But I was so sure I knew the lay of the land. To avoid the political fallout, our superiors swept the incident under the rug, declared me a hero.
Sir, the rebels knew exactly where that med center was, and led you right to it.
No, it was my own certainty that doomed those people. You're a good soldier, 622. I'm proud of you. But I wish I could make you see past your training. The Empire isn't always the shining example of order. The Alliance isn't wholly evil. It's all a dirty, confusing mess.
Somebody killed Commander Akobi. It was no programming malfunction. The Klaxons are calling all hands to battle stations. For the first time in my life, I disobey an order. Fight my training. Maybe I'm malfunctioning. Akobi's words haunt me. I believe in the Empire. With every fiber of my being, I fight for it. I die for it. But is that true loyalty? Is it my free will? Or is it because of what I am? Because I'm unable to feel any other way? What? That felt like a surface impact.
It's just the first of many. Don't even think of reaching for that rifle.
You?
Lucky for me, you're just a clone. Otherwise, you'd have figured things out a long time ago.
The generators on Raltier. The droids. You've been behind all of it.
You're tenacious, though. Why all the concern for Akobi, clone? He was a monster. He deserved to die for what he did at Edom. But of course, you believe the Empire's lie that Edom was an accident.
The Empire maintains order in the galaxy.
The Empire is an engine fueled by greed. It's only a matter of time before it consumes itself. Then the Alliance will... Huh? You may stop me, but you can't stop the Alliance. The people's will to be free is greater than the Empire's desire for power. Ah! Look outside that window. The rebels have found a weakness. This battle station is going to fall. You're just another cog in a machine that's about to be dismantled.
Negative. It didn't go in. Just impacted on the surface.
Ah!
The fog lifts. Just like my commander, I have a moment of clarity. I've failed. Despite my loyalty and my best efforts, the rebellion's virus is spreading, invading the chanks in our armor, contaminating and annihilating us from within, as well as from without. And in my moment of doubt, we fall. Just like that, it's all over. The rebels' influence runs deeper than I ever imagined. They've pierced the Empire's shell and infected its spirit. I'll meet my end without fear or hesitation. I'm a soldier. But the others aboard this station are unaware of what's coming. They've no chance to prepare. Let the Alliance have this victory. In the end, it will only expose the truth, reveal the rebels for the terrorists that they really are. Our sacrifice will not be in vain. This day will be remembered. They can't silence a million voices.